I'm going to have a look here at this classic Monogram kit here. It's a 1/48 scale Huey Hog, and it's an older release of it. I'm not sure if this is the original release or not. And we can see the box art they used on this particular one, and it says a molded in authentic color. Obviously it's a Marines aircraft. On the side they give us some nice view here of the built up kit. The kit number, I should say, also is 5201. On the side again we get the built up kit on here. This one's copyright 1977. They give us a little rundown on the kit itself and the helicopter itself. We'll see what comes in here. So we have the typical like Monogram decals. They're probably still perfectly usable, but they're very thick and glossy. Just their way of doing them, but it's kind of nice because it's preserved it over the years. And they're nice, and the colors on them are fine. And then we have a tiny little sheet here for the instructions. Again with the date 1977. All your history here of Vietnam on the gunships. We will open it up. I kind of wish more model kits would have instructions like this, because they're easy enough to read and you could set them somewhere. They're not huge and like get in your way in that. And so we have the old style of doing the parts here. They tell us what everything is, like the bulkhead, and they name the various parts. But you can see how much detail they put in there, and pretty good guide here for the instructions. And then the main fuselage and the rotors, and you have an engine here, I guess, almost a full engine there, and various pieces. And it's only looks like 6 or 7 steps. The grenade launcher on the nose is an optional piece, and you have various weaponry. And our decal options down here, which they give you, I'm not sure if it says on here, but I think, no, I guess we only have one actual decal option for a Marines aircraft. It doesn't give us any real information on it, at least from the decal placement guide. So I'm not sure about this optional piece. It looks like you pretty much have to use it unless you could find aftermarket decals. Now we'll actually look at the parts themselves. And this is a really brilliantly detailed kit. I mean, from 1977, this is absolutely amazing. You can see all the riveting detail, which people today, they argue about recessed and raised panel lines and riveting, and you can see on this kit it has recessed panel lines and it has riveting on it. It's got everything you could want. Everything is nicely done. And because this is an older one, it's a little crisper of a molding. I don't know about the current issue. The current issue ones, if they're as crisp or not as this one. And we'll flip it around, and you can see there is even the like the padding, the sound deadening padding, or whichever this is. I'm not sure if it's Kevlar protection or if it's just padding for the sound, but it's all in there detailed. A couple of little things here to clean up, nothing major. Then we can move on to this sprue, which you can see the ammunition chutes, which are highly detailed. The rocket pods are fairly nice. They look kind of like, they don't look that spectacular, but that's how they actually do look in real life, with the rockets protruding out like that. And you could see even the like this part here, which is like a canvas cover for the feed chute for the grenades. It actually looks like canvas. Highly detailed. The M60s, the dual M60s, they're fairly good. There isn't much detail to them. Of course, they're very small parts, so you're not going to notice much, but they could be replaced with like a higher end part, I think. And for your skids, everything is like excellent. And considering its age, I'll just grab the glass now. The glass work is perfectly clear. I mean, you can't ask for better glass work. And all of this is very sharp. Should be easy to tape off. Unfortunately, the windshield wipers here are molded in. Not much you can do about it. But it is. I mean, if you want to be concerned about it, you can. And the glass for the overhead, easy enough to tint those to the greenish color they use. Even this part, the glass is perfectly clear, even with that shape it's in our side glass there for the doors. Like super, just excellent. And this one is quite crisp. It maybe needs a little bit of cleanup, but it's quite crisp. And the roof piece, you can see the fine riveting detail on there, and how much attention they paid to every little detail, even around the glass. Excellent. In the floor detail, excellent. Here's some control buttons and whatnot. Of course, the Quinta set would be nice on there, but all the details are there. Your ammunition boxes, various pieces here. Your rotor is just excellently done. And an engine, if you want to detail that up, it's got plenty of detail on there. Plenty of detail. And the actual skids themselves, it's got a big seam on it, but easy enough to clean. Now this kit, considering its age, it's warped. It's taken a set, but that's probably just from its age in the way it was stored. It probably wouldn't be much to get that out. And we'll go to the main rotors. Just massive amount of detail. Like, they paid so much attention to every little detail on this. The way it's stacked. And the various pieces here. And the seat belts on the seats, which we wish kits would have. Nowadays, they had them back then, and the instrument panels it could be done nicer with again, a Quinta set, a photo etch set, and it would be very easy to put it on there. Wouldn't be much to remove those. And the pilots are highly detailed. The Monogram figures are probably the best figures you can get. There's a little sinkhole in this guy here. He's got a little sinkhole, but you can see their helmets and their faces, which is the main, like, that's your main interest when you're doing up these guys. If you wanted to have a special unit marking on their helmet or something, you're not going to see much below that in the helicopter itself. And of course the navigator, he's got his little clipboard there. And here's the what they call the rear bulkhead. You could see the amount of detail on this. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And they have nothing on their back because they'll be seated, obviously. And we've got some loose parts here. The actual seats themselves. So if you didn't want to do the pilots in there, you've got the harnesses. Excellent. They paid so much attention. Even the back of the seat has the proper harness on it. I mean, you have to again remember the age of this kit. And the sliding doors, you could just leave them off if you wanted, but it'd be a shame because they've detailed them so well. So this kit is the 1977 release of the Huey Hog by Monogram. Excellent little kit. I would recommend, if you can find an older one, get an older one because it's a little bit more crisp. But this kit should stand up and hold up with anything today. The amount of detail that is in this kit, and you could put a little bit of extra work into it with the instrument panels on the inside, but I don't know how you can beat this kit. And it's the 1/48 scale Huey Hog by Monogram, 1977 release. And thank you for watching.